welcome back, and I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. Sorry that I missed an upload, but it was a crazy busy weekend with a lot of last minute running around, so there was just no way that I had time to get anything up. However, here we are this week with this video, and which you already know is going to be my year-end favorites. Anybody who's been watching this channel for a while may have seen that I was very consistent every single month doing the favorites, and then I stopped, I think around June or July maybe, because I got into this cycle where I was either trying new stuff all the time, and when I wasn't trying new stuff, I was just sticking to what my favorites were. So I didn't want to just keep posting monthly videos of pretty much the same old stuff, because I didn't want to claim any of the trial stuff as favorites, and I didn't want to just keep showing you the same thing over and over again. But here we are with the year-end favorites. I'm going to try not to make this video a million years long, because at the end of the year, with all the final months that have gone by, there's definitely lots of stuff that are favorites of mine. I'm going to try to keep it into categories. I'm going to try. I highly doubt I'm actually going to accomplish this, because I'm like all over the place. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So first and foremost, what I see in front of me are concealers. Now, I have so many different types of concealers that I like, that I claim as my favorite. The reason being is because your skin isn't always the same. Your skin changes from season to season, from week to week. Sometimes it's that time of the month, and sometimes your skin's drier. So it's just so many different things. So I find that I have favorite concealers that work for me for all different types of skin conditions. So I have here the Maybelline Fit Me line of concealers. I always go and try to get several different colors, again, depending on what I need it for or what season it is, tan or not. So I like the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. I think anyone who enjoys the Maybelline Fit Me foundations can completely understand why I love the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. So moving on from there, I also have the l.a.girl Pro Conceal. I have the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. And I also have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I'm not a fan of the Photo Focus foundation at all, but the concealer I like a lot. So again, for different skin conditions, for different reasons, I love all those concealers, and those are the ones that I find myself gravitating toward constantly. And for anyone who's curious, today I'm using the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. So moving on from the concealer, we're going to go to foundations. And foundations pretty much is the same deal as concealers. With foundations, I find that for different skin needs and for different seasons and the weather and things like that, events, all these types of things will determine which kind of foundation I actually need. So here are a bunch of my favorites. I have the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation, which, if anybody's curious, is the one that I'm also using today. Then I have the Maybelline 24-Hour Full Coverage Super Stay foundation. I also have the Physicians Formula Healthy foundation, and I also have the CoverGirl True Blend Matte foundation. And last but not least, I almost forgot this one, is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. So I don't like the photo focus, but I love the Mega Cushion. And then moving on from there, I don't use very many setting powders. I'm trying to think, besides the one I'm about to show you, if I've ever really used any other setting powder except when I'm testing it. But anywho, the one that I consistently reach for is the Flower Beauty, what do you fully call? The Flower Beauty Satin Finish Flower Miracle Glow Satin Finishing Powder. There we go. I don't set very many of my foundations. I like to leave them just the way they are and let them set on their own. The Flower Beauty foundation is the only one that I like to set. It's such a luminous, glowy finish that it's so tacky that I have to set it down before I put any powder products over it. I found that powder products, depending on which ones they are, either can blend really smoothly or can have a little bit more difficult time sticking to the tackiness. I love the satin finish one because it does help set it without giving you a dry matte look. It continues to look luminous. I also set my face with it today, and it still gives you a nice glowy luminous look taking away the tackiness and still giving you this beautiful finish that doesn't take anything away from the foundation itself, which is why I particularly love that setting powder. I really don't have any other one to show you because, like I said, I really don't set my face very often except specifically with that foundation. So moving right along from there. All right, so now I'm going to talk to you about setting sprays. And for anyone who's going to ask, I'm not wearing any setting spray on my face at the moment, mainly because I forgot. But setting sprays, I have here the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. I did talk about this when I did a video in the summertime completely focused on setting sprays that were good in the heat and the summer and waterproof and all that. I didn't particularly like it for that, but for being indoors or during the winter time, this is a really great one. It helps keep my makeup on all day during work hours. I have no issues with that, and the finish I think is beautiful. My favorite is the Flower Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray Dewy Finish. I love this stuff. Again, I have dry skin, so I look for more of a dewy finish most of the time, and I love this spray. It sets the makeup beautifully, helps melt everything together, and it does give you that dewy hydrated look without looking shiny or oily or greasy. And then the winner of the video I mentioned before for the summertime is the Hard Candy Longwear Sheer Envy Setting Spray. This sucker is waterproof. I jumped in the pool. I went swimming with it. I wore it all day, got caught in the rain. This stuff is amazing and will keep your makeup on all day long. So whatever the season, whatever the weather, this one will definitely work for you. And it's so cheap too that you can find it at the drugstore. So always a thumbs up for affordable products. Next up, I'm going to talk about mascaras. Now, in all my other favorite videos, I have talked about the Physicians Formula Killer Curves. Absolutely love that, still do. And I've talked about plenty other mascaras, L'Oreal Lash Paradise and Too Faced Better Than Sex. All those mascaras. Here are, I don't think I've ever gotten a chance to talk about the Maybelline Total Temptations mascara. I have the original and I have waterproof. I freaking love these two. First of all, they smell good, which, you know, when your stuff smells good, isn't that a bonus? But I love these. I love the formula. I love the way it looks on the lashes. I especially love the waterproof one, which I don't have very many specifically waterproof mascaras, but I especially love the waterproof one because it is the only mascara that I have found to this day, and I've gone through many, that when I curl my lashes and I immediately go in with this one, it's the only formula that holds the curl in my lashes. I have had such a hard time finding that, and I mean, how many years have I been wearing makeup that I've been on the hunt for this? I was so freaking excited when I saw this. Now, moving on from there, I want to talk about the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipsticks. I love this line. I love this formula. I have a bunch of colors here. These are not even all the colors. These are just a few that I grabbed randomly to be able to show you. They're so comfortable to wear. They're long wearing to wear. There will be a little bit of transfer, but I don't find it to be anything major. And as long as I make sure to kind of, you know, do the finger pop where you kind of clean up the inner rim of your lips, there won't be any transfer onto your teeth or anything. I wear clear liners, so that's number one thing I'm always looking for, is to make sure nothing transfers to my teeth or gets on my aligners. I love this formula for that. Comfortable to wear, not drying on the lips at all, which is always a plus and a bonus. And the color range is amazing and a nice affordable price too, so can't go wrong there. Next up on the lips department, I have here the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lips. Again, just grabbed a few to show you guys. I do love this formula a lot. I love the color range as well. I don't know if anyone else finds this. I just find them so hard to find in drugstores. I feel like every time I find a store, whether it be an Ulta or a Walmart or a CVS, anywhere that I go looking for them, they're like sold out all the time. I'm like, can I like jump on the wagon here where somebody alerts me when they're stocked fresh? Because I feel like anytime I find a display, they're wiped out, so it's almost impossible for me to find. So again, you see, oh my god, I'm always dropping something. So you see a color you love, snatch it up when you can, because at least for me, they're so hard to find. But moving along, Okay, so last liquid product, liquid lip product I'm going to show you, which I have a ton more faves of these. I'll let you just go through the older videos if you want to see any more of them. But these are the last few I'm going to mention is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit formula. Two of these look almost identical. I promise they're not. Love this formula as well. Very long lasting. Once it dries, it sets. That sucker isn't going anywhere. Color range, color options are freaking phenomenal and such. My earring truly just fell like right off my ears. I'm talking. Truly phenomenal color range and options. The price is right. You can't go wrong and pretty easy to find in most drugstores. So again, had to definitely mention it as a fave. And now let's move along. All right, so days where I really need to get ready super fast, or I just don't have time for full-on foundation, or I just don't want to put on full-on foundation, but I kind of want some type of coverage or something on my face, I will either use the Sephora Micro Smooth, or I will use the e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. So here's what they both look like inside. There goes the Sephora Micro Smooth, and here goes the e.l.f. Sheer Tint. Show those to you. There we go. And the e.l.f. actually comes with a little powder, not a powder puff, what do they call that thing? Whatever, one of those little spongy things that you can use to press the powder onto your face. I like to use them with a buffing brush, but either one of these, of course, the e.l.f. is much cheaper at $8. The Sephora one is more expensive at $24, $28, but the Sephora one, not obviously, but the Sephora definitely has a much greater color shade range, whereas the e.l.f. I really need to put that on vibrate. Whereas the e.l.f. Sheer Tint does not have the world's greatest color range. But again, you know, if you're looking for options and if one of these will fit for you, they're both incredible. I love them both. And up next we have bronzers. I believe I've talked about a million bajillion fulfillion times about Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I mean, let's get real at this point. Who hasn't? Definitely hit pan on that sucker. But here are a few bronzers that I don't remember ever talking about. If I ever got a chance to, I'm not sure, but I want to mention them because I definitely use them a lot. So this is the Flower Beauty Lift and Sculpt Contouring Palette, and I love the bronzer. I love everything that came in here. I'm not sure why the blush broke, but the bronzer I definitely love in here a lot. So that is one of my faves, no question. We also have the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Bronze Dynasty. So this was from the Fire and Ice collection. You can tell I love it because the dragon is gone and I've already hit pan, and the Fire and Ice collection didn't even come out that long ago. But I love that one, and I also love the bronzer that is in the Emily Noel Needs palette. Sorry that this is filthy. But I also love the bronzer that comes in here. So like with anything else, it's just color preference. You know, what I'm looking for that day, what kind of look I'm going for, what I'm wearing. If I feel like one looks better than the other, it'll interchange and be one of those. And moving on from there, let's go really quick into contour. Now, 9 times out of 10, whatever bronzer I'm using, I'll actually use that as a contour as well. Just a light contour. I don't really heavily contour. So when it comes to contouring, and it's a day where I am getting down and dirty and into my contour and the whole full glam thing, I love going for the Tarte Pro Glow palette because it has this shade, which is a cream color, and this sculpt. I love these two either interchangeably, so I'll use one or the other, or I use them both together, and I freaking love them. I love the highlighters in here too. It smells amazing, and all the colors I think are completely freaking gorgeous, and that's just what I reach for 99% of the time. If I'm not reaching for that one though, then I'm reaching for the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and this one's in Dulce de Leche. I find that it's not too warm, it's not too cool, but it's just like the sculpt shade from the Tarte Pro Glow. It just gives me enough to give me the little contoured shadowy look without overpowering one way or the other. So that's definitely one of the reasons why I like to reach for that one. And again, you either have a high-end one or you have a drugstore one that is very easy to find in the drugstores and much more affordable. Alright, so as far as blushes go, I love the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12 Hour Blush in Party. And this came in, no, this was like one of the birthday gifts from Sephora like 2 years ago. I still have yet to hit pan on this, and I use this quite a bit too because I think that color is absolutely gorgeous as like being able to match any kind of makeup look you've got going on. I also love the Pretty Vulgar Make Them Blush in Hush Blush. It's very similar to Party by Tarte. I think there's just a little touch more peach in this than there is in the Tarte one, but I still love that color a lot. And then I also love the Maybelline Fit Me Deep Wine color, and this one is definitely more on the rose side of things, but I love it more, especially in the winter time. I feel like there's an undertone to it that just makes me like it more for winter, and then the other ones are more kind of like anytime, but when I want a specific tone, that one, the Maybelline one, is it, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. I'm trying to make sense. So moving on from there, I want to mention lashes, and I want to mention Kiss lashes. They are freaking amazing. They're incredibly affordable. I wear Kiss lashes all the time. I buy Kiss lashes all the time. I love all their different styles, the blowouts, the couture, the hot couture. They're just, Kiss lashes are freaking amazing. They're what I'm wearing now. Specifically, the ones I'm wearing are the ones called Flirty. These are the ones I'm wearing here, so in case you want to see what those look like. They're incredibly fluffy. They're very natural looking. They have, you know, all different types of styles that you could imagine, and I just think they're beautiful for any occasion, whether you want to just wear something every day or you have a big event coming up and you need some big glam lashes. They have it all. And while I'm talking about Kiss, let me mention the Kiss brand nails. These are, all right, I'm just going to bust myself right in the cheek. Why not? So these are just a few that I have on hand. I've already used the red ones here, but I kept the packaging to be able to show you guys. And these are just a few extra ones I have lying around I have yet to use. It is also what is on my nails right now. And any video that you've ever seen me do where my nails are done, except for when I did the Serendipity dip nails, every video you've seen where my nails are done, I am wearing Kiss brand nails. This is not sponsored. I'm not being told to talk about this or anything. On my own, trying out different name brands of press-on, glue-on nails. Every brand I've tried, Kiss has become my absolute favorite. They're incredibly strong. They look beautiful. They have so many designs and everything. And without fail, I kid you not, every single time my nails are done with these and people see them, they think I've gone to the salon and gotten them done. I always get compliments, and I'm always asked, where do I get my nails done? And people are always shocked to find out I just glued them on from the Kiss collection that I found in freaking drugstores. So love those, absolutely love those. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I have forgotten to talk about. I'm sure there is, but I'm trying to keep this video from being a million years long, so I'm gonna end it here. I'm absolutely gonna end it here. If there's anything else I'm gonna talk about, then I'm gonna have to save it till January and do a January monthly favorites and bring it up then. So everyone, this may or may not be my last video of the year. I'm not sure. I will attempt to get one more video up before the new year, but just in case, I hope you all have a very amazing, healthy, prosperous new year. Thank you all for being here with me. Thank you all for, you know, caring about anything that I have to say and actually watching these videos and sitting through them with me. If you haven't already, please comment, rate, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You all have an amazing rest of the weekend wherever you are, and I will see you in the new year. Or maybe in my next video, whichever one comes first. Bye.